This conference will now be recorded.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, good evening to all participants. So we can wait for next couple of minutes to start the session.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Sri Prasad, can you able to talk in the forum? We couldn't hear your voice. Sir, I think you're putting yourself in mute, sir. Can you please unmute? Dr. Sri Prasad, probably you can rejoin because your voice, we couldn't see some problem. So good evening, participants. We can wait for next 1 minute, then we can start. I think, Mr. Siva, we can start the session. Probably you can start giving the introduction. Mr. Siva, are you there? Mr. Siva Kumar? We are about to start the session. Mr. Siva Kumar? Yamini madam, are you there?
Sir, is so. So
Yeah,
Shiva sir
please.
is speaking, but not audible his voice once again. I'm checking with him, sir.
Please. Yeah.
Shiva sir, you're not sure.
Mr. Siva, can you please re-log in, if you don't mind? Yeah. Probably I can start the session. So, welcome to everyone. This is Salagiri from Feature Connect and PMC Global Systems. Very happy to welcome you all for this wonderful session. We are from PMC Global Systems, a leading a system integrator from India. Okay. The moment you talk about system integrators, then it means you need to have end-to-end capability for entire ecosystem, starting from artificial intelligence, 3D printing, IoT, and whatnot. And fortunately, we are in the industry for last 4 years, and we have the capability. In fact, we got a partnership with like-minded people across the world, as well as we got core capability within our team. Yeah, and we talk about the client base. We got both Indian client as well as international clients. And if you see here, the TVS group of company, one of the legend from South India, we are doing a lot of IoT projects. And for Siemens, German client, we did a SharePoint as well as RPA projects. And for Kane, a part of Vedanta group, we did robotic process automation with SAP integration. And for DHL, a leading boiler manufacturing company from India, central government company, and we did a lot of digital transformation initiative like augmented reality and virtual reality. Right? And apart from the turnkey projects, in fact, we are doing working with a couple of large clients to chart out the next 5 years digital strategy roadmap. Okay, well, year one activities, year two activities, so on so. And the moment you talk about Industry 4.0, it became a truly global movement. It is not only confined within India. In fact, every country across the globe, right? Every country across the globe, they are investing a lot of money as well as efforts, not only from corporate side, even the governments, they are promoting this Industry 4.0. And you could see the relevant themes from each country. If we talk about, the Sweden, it is. Can you able to hear my voice, Yamini madam?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. See, some of the participants can see they couldn't able to hear my voice. Better you can re-log in, my friends. Okay.
Sir, it is audible, sir.
Fine, no problem.
Hello.
Yeah. Fine. So the moment you talk about Industry 4.0, if you talk about Sweden, they call it as Production 2030, and from India, in fact, recently we launched the nationwide Industry 4.0 scheme by Central Government of India. And in fact, last year when US President Trump came to India, and when Indian Prime Minister talked about Industry 4.0 from Ahmedabad Stadium, right? Okay, so it's a truly global movement. Having said that, there is a lot of scope available for Industry 4.0 professionals, and we are into product development, and we are developing product for micro and small medium industries with a very cost effective, and there is no capex, only opex. Opex means only charges based on usage monthly basis. And also we are doing I 4.0 projects for last 4 years, and it could start from IoT, RFID, RPA, VR, 3D printing, and the assessment also we are into. And in fact, we are only company from India who is doing assessment. It means we are assessing the company's health and capability to kickstart the Industry 4.0 journey. And also we are offering the strategic orientation, how they can able to achieve the Industry 4.0 ecosystem objectives. And come to this competency building, we are giving a lot of importance because even our own clients, they want to get skilled people for Industry 4.0 activities, and that's why we started the Future Connect, dedicated serious initiative only meant for I 4.0 competency building. As part of this program, we are doing a lot of programs with the university as the main program, and for a couple of autonomous institutions, we are doing elective courses, and for corporates, we are doing corporate training program. Yeah? And also we are doing programs for higher education institutions like FTP, faculty development programs. And come to the point, the Future Connect is a serious initiative only meant for Industry 4.0 competency building activities. The moment we talk about our program, how we differ from the competitors from the market, we call it as a T model, a bold initiative from India very first time. Having said that, the candidates are supposed to go through all 9 technological components. Let me repeat again. The candidates will go through 10 hours from artificial intelligence, 10 hours from cloud, 10 hours IoT. So what happens? At the end of 90th hour, they are going to understand what is available end to end from I 4.0, and they are going to get the certificate. But is it sufficient? I don't think so, right? So based on your capability or candidate's capability, they are going to get into 40 hours detailed training program on any one of these technologies. For example, it could be cloud or it could be IoT. Now, at the end of the program, you are going to get another certificate. Okay? And also, the prospective candidates can come to Chennai. They can do the capstone project or live project. And in fact, the college students can get the internship certification as well as part of this the whole program. Okay? And what is the value addition? Why you have to do it? Because there are some compelling reasons available. In fact, our own companies gone through this entire curriculum, and they are very happy. They told that whoever complete this program and meeting our evaluation criteria, and we want to them talk for the placement opportunities. Having said that, anyone complete this program, there is a platform available to appear for interview, but how to crack the interviews up to the candidate's capability. We can't give any guarantee, but assurance will be there. And come to this unique proposition, this is the first time you can find such kind of program from India, because so far always you can find a couple of players for each and every technological components, but there is no player available who can able to offer end-to-end training program. And in fact, it is not only given by Future Connect, it is going to be accredited by a leading university from Chennai called as Crescent Deemed University. They have technology incubation center, so it is going to be accredited from our company as well as CIC. And also the faculties or world-class faculties. In fact, one of our faculty is going to deliver this wonderful session on cybersecurity. Yeah. So this is our advisory report. In fact, every 3 months we are getting feedback from industry and the revalidating our own syllabus. And this is our sample faculties, all our doctorates and postdocs from foreign countries. And today we are going to talk about cybersecurity, the most interesting field from Industry 4.0. And Dr. Sri Prasad, MTech PhD, is going to talk about this session. And over to Yamini Madam, you can do the introduction about Dr. Sri Prasad, and Sir can start the session.
Thank you, sir. Very good evening to one and all. Here, Mr. Sri Prasad, sir, has started his career as assistant professor in Tirumali Engineering College in the year of 2008. He is working as associate professor for past 12 plus years, and he also completed PhD at Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research in 2019 and published many research papers in various national and international journals. Dr. Sri Prasad K has rich teaching experience over the artificial intelligence, big data, cybersecurity, and recent research areas in the field of computer science engineering. Thank you. Now, Mr. Sri Prasad sir will handle the session. Sri Prasad sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please take over the session, sir.
Okay, today, good evening to all. Today we can see about the cybersecurity and evolving development field. Today the world sees, or today the need of world is the cybersecurity. Because what is the need of security is, we can see today we are transacting everything and we are buying or selling everything through online nowadays. Most of them are not willing to go to the shop and buy anything in direct, but they are willing to sell or buy through online only because of many reasons. Today the world sees as corona is one of the added reason to sell and buy on online to have a safer and better communication and better transactions. Okay, as per the agenda, we can see the three things. What is cybersecurity? Why cybersecurity is so much important nowadays, and cybersecurity objectives. So we can directly go to the concept. What is cybersecurity? That is the term cybersecurity is used to refer the security offered through online. Okay, so online information, the cybersecurity and information security differs only in the responses. The cybersecurity is the thing encompasses all aspects of security in the base of physically, technically in aspects, because in this they are going to provide an overall security in the form to the everybody, the seller or buyer, the user, everybody want to save, so feel they are secured in the transacting whatever they have through internet. So cyber security, the world evolves. So cyber security, the world today is ruled by technology and we can't do without it in all aspects. For example, from booking the flight as well as from communicating to each other or communicating or buying or selling everything. However, the security technology exposes you to the vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities means whoever can access your account or whoever can open your data and read out it. There is no personal thing in this cyber world. You can everything, normally your photographs, everything is exposed to the world. So to safeguarding it, a security tag is essential, a lock is essential, a locker is essential nowadays. The locker is the term called cyber security. Before putting the locker, we need what are the locker will be provided and what are the support the locker will be doing. The cyber security is necessary since itself helps to securing data from threats. Threats means any kind of threat, that is spilling out to anybody, or it is damaging the information or corrupting the information or deleting everything that comes under the threat. Okay. Okay. Why world is the now world is with technology. We can't do without it. Okay. Cyber security becomes important as business are being carried out now on network of networks, because everything is webbed out. Everybody is connected with the web of network. Without no one without network, we can't imagine a day. Whenever you wake up from the bed, you first of all your hand searches for a mobile to check what is the updated information or updated message from your surroundings or environment. So that is, you are webbed in the network. So in that case, you are also in the way of vulnerabilities attack. So to avoid these vulnerabilities, we need three objectives or three security activities to be done to provide your ensure your security. That is integrity, availability, and confidentiality. Integrity is otherwise called as authenticity, and availability otherwise called access, and confidentiality otherwise called as disclosure. So we can see one by one what is it. Next, confidentiality is your mind, your knowledge, your brain should accept you are in a confident in manner. Okay, you are in safe zone or you are secured. So in that aspect, which role will give you that strength of confidentiality? That is, whenever your mind believes that you are in safe zone. So the confidentiality is proven by authentication. So your authentication tag should be provided to you. That is, you are only accessing your account or your data. No one is allowed to access your account or data. So that is the confidentiality that should be maintained to you. That is given by the softwares or tools that is provided by cybersecurity. So a failure to maintain confidentiality means someone who shouldn't have access the managed to get it. Though intentional behavior or by accident, such a failure of confidentiality commonly known as breach. It is meant as breach. So next we can pass on to the concept called integrity. Integrity means how safe, how the lock, you are locking your home, how safe the locker is. You will be pulling out the locker for one or twice to check the locker is as strong as possible. So that is provided by the integrity. So integrity refers to ensuring the authenticity of information, that information is not altered. That is, you are putting a tag, that is you are accessing your account with a username, password, as well as a captcha is provided whenever you are accessing your account. This process being maintained or done by everybody nowadays. You can notice it. It is a part of integrity. So imagine that your website, you sell the products on that site. Now imagine that attacker can shop on your website and maliciously alter the price of your products so that they can buy anything for whatever the price they choose. So providing the integrity that it is been locked, in that case no one other than you can alter your data or information. Next, availability. Availability is your data should be available to yourself. So no one is not going to be should not be allowed to block you or prevent you from accessing the data. That also is possible in this cyber world. So availability is essential. That confidence should also given by the cyber security. So that is given here, as the customers and businessmen need to know to have a deal that both the things are available when they transact the information. This can be noticed whenever you transact a amount through a that is bank. In that bank, you can notice that your amount will be withdrawn from your account, but bank is will not be received your amount. Some damage or some crack has been happened in between. So after the checking, the bank will be returning your amount if it has not been properly transacted or made. This is a accidental thing, but it is can happen in purpose as a attack on you. So nowadays cyberspace is a battleground. In the last week also, you can day before or 2 days before, you have noticed one thing. Everything that is linked, that is YouTube and Facebook, an account have been hacked by, that is Twitter account has been hacked by some persons. Unknown person has been hacked, and they retrieved some username passwords from the network, and they most of the US based concerns accounts has been accessed and the passwords have been made use of them. This happened day before yesterday or 2 days before. This because is the thing names as the cyberspace is a battleground. There's whenever two countries playing a thing or battling to each other, they will be first of all they nowadays attacks their cyberspaces. You also many newses you have come across, that is Pakistani hackers have been accessed our account and our access hackers have been retreated through the same way. So similar way, the battle the cyberspace is becoming or became greatest battleground to damage everything. So we can see what are the thing of the attackers weapons, that is virus, hacker, Trojan horses, password cracking and malwares. These are the most of the weapons that that is cyber attackers are doing now, having now. So what is the difference between these weapons? So virus, worm, Trojan horse, adware, spyware are having, these are the different thing, say doing a similar job or different weapons used for demolishing. So first of all, we can see the comparative study of these 5 things. Virus is non-self-replicative. Non-self-replicative means it can't replicate whenever it is not passed on to the another system. When you are purposely injecting your virus software to the another device, only it is going to travel to that device and it's going to it is going to attack. Next, worm. Worm is self-replicating. Whenever a copy of information is transferred from your devices to the another device, the worm will be getting to the device and starting to replicate, or it going to make a copies of this program, that is software, and it is going to link with many drives in your systems and starts to reduce the performance of your system. Next, Trojan horse. Trojan horse is a thing as a similar to the worm. It is going to attack your system. It's come to your system through as a common file, as a normal file. You don't believe that this file is going to attack your system, but that file is going to make a major damage to your system, and it's going to transfer the information of your system to the whoever been sent that is software. Next, hardware is non-self-replicative, but it is going to it's going to produce many copies in the host system, and it is going to the system can't control the ads, so it is going to produce many ads. You will be thinking it is an ad, but when it is replicating it, it is going to be form it as a performance reducer of your system. By that, the speed of the system is reduced and you can't do the actual work. Next, spyware. There's another thing. Most of the spywares comes through images and all, that is videos, everything. So you will be seeing it as a video or audio, that is the image, but it is going to be produce many carrier files that is going to entirely make control of your system, and you can't stop it, and you can't make your system to work properly, and totally you are going to you are going to make one thing once again, you want to change the system, or you are going to make a other activity to make the system proper. So next, what are the solutions to be made? Most of the thing will be prescribed with the anti-malware. That is, anti-malware is many of them are providing many malwares as an antivirus thing. That thing will be providing a malware security. It will be scanning each and everything while entering into a system, and that will be stopping this and protecting your system. Next, hackers. This is the entirely different personalities. This is human work that is being made nowadays. This attack, as I mentioned earlier, the cyberspace attack, that is between the countries to countries, organization to organization, or everything is done by direct in hands of hackers. The hackers are the common person who breaks into the computer, usually by gaining the access of the administrative controls. They want the information of the system or the user. By getting that information, they'll be misusing, or they'll be deleting it, or they will be altering it. This happens nowadays. Next, types of hackers. We commonly differentiate them in three manners. One is white hat, gray hat, and black hat. We can see one by one in detail. White hat hackers, or the term white hat is the internet slang, refers to an ethical computer hacker or a computer security expert who specializes in penetration system and in other testing methodologies to ensure the security of an organization information system. These hackers are the normal person or the authenticated hackers. We can name it as a authenticated hackers. They will be checking that system whenever the system has been in attack. They want to verify whether the system has been properly manner, or if it is any criminal systems are there. These hackers get into them and getting the information of them to expose to the government, and getting caught of them. To get caught of them, these hackers are using to penetrate over the other system in a legal manner. So they are legalized hackers. They are having a legalized formats to access the personality system for the legal work only, not for criminal activities. So next, gray hat hackers are the persons who can hack, or these are the criminal personalities who can hack the system and get the information. Just they are going to get the information. They won't expose it other. They won't damage the information. They will just to know, and they will be letting out. That's all. Okay, this is by gray hat hackers. But these people are also very bad persons, because they will be selling that username passwords of yours. Next, next, black hat hackers are the person who violates the computer security for little reason beyond the malicious for personal gain. They will be getting their information, they will be damaging the information, they completely change the websites. These black hat hackers are the attackers of the nation to nation cyber space. So they will be attacking it, they will be making the control over it, and they will be changing the entire websites, entire data. Everything is being changed, and by that the collateral damage is made by these black hat hackers. So everyone should be prevented. Those people also should be prevented. So it has been they are being prevented through the impossible. In many cases it is impossible. In some cases it is. They are the major challenge for the cyber security hackers are. So the strong passwords and firewalls should be made strong as possible to make them to preventing the hackers. Next, malwares. Once again, we can go to the malwares. What are the malwares in detail? The malware comes from the malicious software. Malicious means unwanted or a bad software which makes some errors, that is attempted to damage. That is, the software is intended to damage or have the control over the opponent system. Software has some malicious intent which is installed on a user's without the user consent. Without the user's consent, it has comes through internet, and it has been entered into the system and making many damages to the system or data. Next, key loggers. Software installed on a computer that captures the keystrokes and sends them to the remote system used to try and get personal information to gain access of the sites such as banks. This key loggers is the thing you can notice in ATM systems. This software or the malware has been made installed. By that, the user's password is being trapped and it is being stored in some other way to access, that is accessed by the keyloggers. Next, malwares in another names and ransomware. Ransomware is one of the attack the world had faced 2 years before. The software that runs on user computers and demands the user pays some other, so it takes over the control over the user system, and the attackers ask the money to remove that ransomware software. By that only, or release the software by getting the money. This is the attack was made in many foreign countries, and they there was a major theft for the security through the ransomware software. In many banking softwares, many bankers were being affected by the ransomware attack. Next, how to stop the malwares. The malwares can be stopped through the anti-malware program that has been available in the markets, that also helps prevent infections. Do not download unknown sources. Most of them are downloading nowadays. Many gaming softwares are the part of the malwares that will be in your system or a mobile, that will be getting your information or transferring to the end persons, and activate the network threat protection. Next, Trojan horse. Trojan horse is one of the complicated and unknown attack. That is, unknown attack means you don't know if this is the threat, but you will be using it for many times. It will be a app to be set mobile. It will be look like a mobile app. Whenever you, whatever the information you post in it, it will be transferring that without your knowledge. It will be transferring that information to the attacker. Whatever your photographs, if you're capturing your own photographs, it will be transferring to that person as a part of Trojan horse setup. These viruses are most serious threat to the computers. So security suits such as advanced internet security will prevent this downloading Trojan horse. Whenever you download a software, if you are having an antivirus software, anti-malware in your system, it will be warns you that there is a Trojan or there is a malware. Most of the people will be quitting that warning, and they will be starting downloading. But this causes a major effect to your system. Next, password cracking. This normally happens when some person will be calling you to provide you, asking you them passwords, one time password or your mobile password, or not mobile password, your email or your. Okay, we can stop a while for the announcement.
Thank you, Dr. Steve Prasad. I will take 1 minute, then we can proceed. Just I will share my screen. Yeah. So I think we are getting into the importance about cybersecurity from Steve Prasad sir. And in fact, in all of you, I think a lot of working professionals as well as the budding young students are attending the session, and all of us want to get into plumbing job. No question about it. And in fact, the industry 4.0 is right forum to fulfill your career ambitions. If you see here for data analytics or cyber security or cloud, and you can always see the salary more than 5 lakhs, right? And that's the potential everyone can see from industry 4.0. And for working professionals, salary can go up to 15, 20, even 30 lakhs. Okay. And in fact, if anyone want to learn this technology from the market independently, right? And this is the tentative data you can find from the internet. I think you know to spend out money of 5 lakhs to get a fair understanding about all the modules. Okay, but is it affordable? Definitely not, given that Indian context. So in fact, we want to fill this gap from the industry, and we want to help both working professionals as well as the budding students. And in fact, we want to offer the entire T model delivery program for only 49,000 rupees. And also as part of this program, you are going to get 2 certificates. Okay, 90 hours to cover all 9 technology components and 40 hours for one detailed chosen course. And also the certificates will be accredited by the Crescent University. Okay, so the certificates will have a lot of validity when you go to the market for job search. And in fact, you can go to the website and you can make the payment. The next batch is going to start by second week of January. So we have very limited nominations, only 35 or 40 nominations per batch, and it is filling very fast. Okay, so I would recommend you go to the Future Current website, and even you can make the payment if you really like. You make the payment to reserve your seat. I think. So yeah, Steve Sasa, you can proceed. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will, Yeah, you can proceed, sir. Yeah.
Screen share, please.
Yeah, now you can see now.
Okay. Tracking is a basic thing. First of all, the attack was started in. Pardon? Is it okay?
Put the key slide again.
Anyone want to ask a question, please put your question in the chat box. At the end of the session, faculty will answer, sir. If you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, password cracking is a thing. It's a basic thing. Was made in the previous thing, previous manner. So it is the initial stages. There was a password attacks made by the hackers by providing a link to every user. By that, defaultly the user will be clicking it, and they'll be providing the information. In some cases, in some telephonic calls, will be also being experienced by N persons. In my personal thing also, my relative also had this attack. A person calls from a renowned bank, and they asking the password as they was saying they are a bank manager, and defaultly the person told that password, that is one time password, and that person started to make use of it. But before that, knowing that seriousness, the person informed the bank, and the major thing was averted. Attack was averted. This was the password cracking attack normally happening. And next is software. When you purchase a software, most of the software is being purchased, but the cracked software is also being done through the same name as a password cracking. Is also one of the major issues as an attack of the security. Next is securing password. How safe you will be here? This is the thing is, you should save this. That is, you should save this. Or you should provide a strong password. How far you make your password as strong as possible, you are being strong. Okay. Nowadays, in before and all, they are using a alphanumeric password, and nowadays they are using as a alphanumeric and symbolic passwords. And nowadays, most of the time, quite recent, nowadays you are using as a captchas, and captchas are the part of the password, making your system as safe as possible. Next, insider attack. This attack is normally happens by in organizations. Most of the thing, it is not a common man attack. It is an industrial oriented attack, an institution attack. In that, what is the thing is, your enemy or person who will be monitoring you or noticing you, all your passwords and everything has been noted by him, and he will be attacking over by taking the control of your password or changing your system by putting your password and making this. This is called insider attack. And external attack, this through external agent requires either valid credentials or the exploitation use some vulnerabilities to gain access of the system. So they will be providing your links, malicious links will be provided to you, getting your all details that you will be provided as a gift, and you'll be there will be a link that notice saying that you have been won a wonderful prize. Please provide your details, and in that case, you'll be providing your all the details, that is your phone number, your email ID, everything, and your date of birth too. These three informations are essential enough to get over the system or of yourself. So this is the external attack normally people face nowadays. Next, malicious and accidental damages. This is somewhat we can say is a accidentally some attack can happen through one of the things. The cyber security is most concerned with cyber attacks, cyber accidents, events that can cause loss or damage to an individual, business, or public body. This has been in the attack in the form of accident. Accident means crashing out of the many servers. You can notice many universities or the many big organizations. The servers will be crashed down because of lack of updations. This been happens one or two times. By that, valuable time and valuable data will be totally collateral damage, and loss of everything has happened. Okay, there is analysis I want to share now. Analysis of information security threat. So this was an analysis made in the year of 2019, 18 to 19. That is the period, that is how much threat has been happened till now. The 2015 was 452.93 million attacks, and 2016 was 580.40 million, and 2017 it was 702.06 million, and 2018 it was 81.67 million. It was year by year, it was the increasing manner. So that is another one. Mobile malware is available nowadays, because you can see many applications you come across, they are stealing your information as a one of the thing, as attack. So you can, these are the data, more than clear vision, because the data has been understandable by you, not to explain much more about this. And this is malware used, has been increased to 165. These are the data, and for you, and these are the some more data for your knowledge. That is, United States continues to host the most botnet control servers in the world. So over the last year, 36% of the servers were hosted in America, while 24 were hosted in the undefined countries. So the attackers from all over the world are all over the areas. So that is the thing. So malwares and web-based attacks are the most costly attacks. A company spent as average of 2.4 billion in defense. You can see how far they are spending the money for their security. Overall business detections of the malware rose to 79% from 2017 due to an increase in backdoors, minus spywares, and information stealers. So these are all the things which makes the damages. So over 18 million websites were affected with the malware at a given time each week. So next, so 35% business hit the malware took a week or more to regain access of the data. So these are all the data for you up to 2018. So we can see tools and attacks are used for. What are the tools are used for attacks? Website defacement, redirects, denial of service attack, identity theft, email bombing, website mirroring, doxing. These are all the common attacks and tools they use for the attack. First, website defacement is tracking, altering the website of a company's website. So this was happening. There are many defense websites that have been taken into control, and they will be changing the websites into some other thing. And your Facebook, in some cases, in Facebook accounts are being attacked, and they change the entire Facebook accounts have been hacked in the last past years and all. This is the website replacement. And identity fraud, identity threat, stealing someone's identity which someone pretends to be someone else. So your Aadhaar card passwords, Aadhaar card details are being thefted, and your unique passwords, that is your thumb impression, this all been made to theft by the. This is the thing. The personal information, that is password and username thrifting, is comes under the name of doxing, and using them for some other purpose. Then denial of service is the thing. You can't access your own account itself. So how it is happens means a large flood of data or flood of packets will be surrounded your information. By that you can't access your own account, because every time whenever you access your data, the server says it is busy and you can't access the thing. Likewise, it is happening in many things. You can't access your bank account because it will be saying it has been busy manner. So these are all the kind of attack in the name of denial of service attack. So one of the major attack is phishing. Phishing is looting your information, that is account number and password. This normally happens in the day of start of whenever you link to your net banking, your account to the net banking. it is vulnerable, it is open to the everybody to access your account. The thing is, one example we can common example we can notice that a call will be there and saying that you have won the many amount, that is your prize has been won by you. For that purpose, you want to deposit a certain minimal amount to this account from your account. So you, as seeing that large sum of amount, you will be blindly you will be depositing your minimal amount to that website. So what has happened? What will happen is next moment the person who called you will be taking over in your bank account and will be completely looting your money in the form of phishing, that is, or otherwise providing a similar link of your bank and getting your details and make using of their information as a theft. This is one of kind of phishing technology normally occurs in the day-to-day life. So this is the technique they are using. The image you can understand. So it is victim. It has been phishing email is being thing. You'll be blindly credit some amount to that to his account, and another next moment you'll be accessing your account and take over your account and taking the money. This is the phishing. So how to counter the phishing? Keep informed about phishing techniques. You should be know about phishing technique, and toolbar, phishing toolbar must be installed in your system. And for the thing, you can change your passwords now and then. So with your interval of time of month or year, you should change the password. By then, make sure that your password is safe. And countering the phishing is, in some cases they will be organization side, they will be using a firewalls to identify that phishing personalities, and even and otherwise another mode you don't share your personal information to whoever else, even your relatives or your close persons also. For your close persons, don't share any personal information, that is banking information, don't share, because that is the key area where the phishers can enter into you. Next, most common security mistakes most people can do: poor password management. Most of them will be setting the password in the date of birth and their name, and otherwise their marriage date or anything, and age also, year, the birth year also been fixed as a password. This can be easily identifiable, and most of the thing the suggestion is you put alphanumeric and symbolic passwords, that is can't be accessed by anyone. Next, not locking this computer while unattended. In the common browsing centers, if you are using your computer means your account means you just ensure that you are properly logging out your system. Opening email attachments from unknown addresses. Don't access your email attachments from unknown addresses or unknown systems, because most of the emails is a door to enter to access your system. So avoid accessing your emails in a common browsing centers. Try to access your emails in your own personalized mobiles or otherwise your laptops or devices. Not running antivirus programs. Antivirus programs is essential, but nowadays it is based on, as per the cost of antiviruses, most of them are not willing to install it. While you install only, you can protect your information. So try to protect your system through antivirus program and make update of it. Next is sharing the information and machines. So don't share your personal devices to your friends or anybody. Try to keep as personal as possible. Next, other mistakes can be noticed nowadays: not reporting security violations. If it has been security is violated, you should be reporting to your nearby police or cyber security personalities. By that, they can avert further more attacks. But seeing the time and wasting the time, if people are try to leave it as it is. So by that, the criminals will be attempting some more persons for the attacks. Next, unattended paper documents. This attack, this also one of the thing. Your paper documents, don't let it out for anything. For don't put it out as a dustbin or any way. So if you're just the paper document is not used for it, you mean just want to tear it out and don't let it out any class. Next, emails, USB, CDs, don't give outside of you. And improper information handling. Information handling means typing important data in a WhatsApps or Facebooks. This is also letting out the information and passing information over phone and speakers. Don't put speakers while calling to some other confidential information, because this information also let out MS stoppers as yourself, because when you're talking some important information through phone, it also makes important information as let out. So security, information security responsibilities, we ourselves should do everything, that is auditing and making safety and not letting out security. That is, we should not damage our security ring. So we try to update everything to provide a better security for ourselves and avoiding security violations. Next, execute defined security process or activities, report security events, potentially events or other security risks by following approval process. Do not use systems or access. Everything is for us. So if we are safe, if you are safeguarding ourselves, we can save our data. So conclusion, I hope that my presentation will be somewhat helpful and useful for my audience to improve their knowledge about cyber security. So you will be getting some piece of information regarding cyber security and what to do and what to not to do, and this will be providing a somewhat safeguarding you for yourself and your known persons, and spread awareness, not only knowing about the information, you just convey or transfer the information to your known persons. By that, you and other peoples also can be safeguard themselves. And thanks. Is there any queries? Is there any queries?
Yeah. Yamini madam, you can moderate. There are some questions from the participants. You can share the feedback form as well. Yeah. Yes, sir. There are a couple of questions. Probably I can read the questions for your. Yeah, 1 minute, sir. Yeah. So there is a question from Mr. Satyam. Nowadays, by logging in or signing in, it is suggesting us to save password. By doing that, will it make a hacker even more easier to crack the victim's password?
Yeah, yeah, it is a thing. You don't save any password in your any public systems. For your mobile also, for your laptops also, for the laziness we are saving it. But one stage we'll be forgetting our passwords. This happens. This happened to myself also. For in some case, for the laziness, I saved my password, and at one stage we will be completely forgetting our password. So don't save. As possible, you type your password and access your accounts. This and try ensure that you are properly signing out it, and if it is possible, delete the history also. When you are using a common system, you are trying to use the time conditions is been permitting you to make a access of a common system or browsing, that is browsing centers, you try to delete your access data, because if someone comes to your seat or the same person from the shop also is a attempt to access your link. In some cases, if you are not properly signing out, you'll be taking control of your device. So try to delete your history as possible if you are using in a common centers.
Thank you very
And
much, sir. And
don't save it.
yeah. In the meantime, I shared the feedback form link to everyone. Please, fill the form. You can get the e-certificate from our side. And there are a couple of more queries that I can read one by one. Sir, any app to save from hackers available?
Yeah, app is there is many softwares, that is big defender softwares and malware bytes and Mimecast and Snort or the some of the softwares where that is providing a safety security for your system and the thing. And for the callers, true callers, you can install a true caller kind of thing. Identify the true caller whether there are blockers, whether the persons have been blocked by any persons. In my experience, I noticed that Truecaller. I don't know the Truecaller is getting your informations or not, but Truecaller is I identifying that who are all being blocked. So whenever seeing it is a blocked call, you don't try to access it.
Okay. Very good, sir. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, participant, I shared the feedback form link. Please fill it and you can get the e-certificate from our end. And the next question is, sir, yeah, I'm trying to read.
You can deleting both the history and as well as cookies. Both you can do. Both can be done. Both also is safety only.
Super. How to maintain privacy in our mobile phones?
The thing is putting passwords is a major first thing, and don't let the mobile to another person accessing other than you. If you are giving it to your relations that is close, you can share the mobile to a close relation. If you are that is you are confident over them. In the other cases, put the mobile lock in for each and every app if it is possible, and don't access vulnerable apps. If the app is essential to you, keep it in your mobile. After the purpose of the app usage, you just uninstall it. Don't keep it in your mobile for a long reason thing, and don't share your personal photos or anything in your mobile. Keep it in some other, that is put in your some memory device and keep as safe as possible. Don't that is images or videos. This will be a threat to you, and as well as it will be used for some other person in unknown area.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good answer. There is one last question from Mr. Deepak. How to identify if a spyware app is hiddenly installed in your phone?
One thing is the many pop-ups will be coming out of in your mobile without your knowledge itself. Unwanted pop-ups will be coming to your mobile, and your performance of your mobile will be reduced, or the speed of the mobile will be reduced, and it will be showing that memory space is occupied full. By that you can't access any other apps after that. So these are the that is identities or that is thing you can notice your mobile is being attacked.
Okay, very good, yeah, fantastic. So participants, once you fill the feedback form, we will send the certificate by today night. You will get it. Don't worry about it. If anyone don't get it, please keep in touch with us through the mobile number and mail ID. We will help you. Don't worry about it. And yeah, there is one more question, sir, in Aishwarya Murugan. How to secure off internet connection?
That is internet connection. If you are using your laptops, means put a best antivirus.
Antivirus.
And
Okay.
if it is possible, you can implement or install firewall also,
Firewall.
because
Okay.
firewall is better than antivirus. Antivirus also, some browsers or some attackers can fool your antivirus and start attacking your device. And best is you can try for that is firewall. If there is a firewall softwares are there. These firewall softwares, if you are mentioning or if you are while installing, if you are including something that is information, you are providing your security information with the firewalls. The firewalls will not allow any relevant information that is you have been blocked. You block it. So it will be allowing the limited information whatever we require. It is best thing is installing firewall and providing a safety links, that is safety thing, that by that you can your system your child can't also access the unwanted videos or unwanted sites.
Okay, sir. There is a question from Mr. Rohan Yadav. Which programming languages can use in hacking?
It is not limited to a single one or two programming languages. There are n number of programming languages. Even a small patch also can be act as a antivirus. So
Virus, okay.
that is the thing. And thing is, most of the thing they are using Java is one of the thing they are using as a hacking languages. And most of the hacking has been trial and error basis. They will be entering into your system and they will be using your own informations that has been taken from you in many aspects. So they will be attempting with the words and values or data that you have provided, and based on that matching it, they will be getting it. There is not a single language to be set for a programming for hackers.
Very good, very good. I think, yeah, so we are reaching the time limit. So let us close the session. Thank you very much, Dr. Sri Prasad, for your wonderful knowledge sharing session. And really appreciate that we got to know a lot of new things from cybersecurity field. And thank you very much, sir. And thanks, participants. Wonderful session. And these faculties will deliver the 140 hours training program. So try to leverage the training opportunity from our side. Yeah. Thank you very much. And also you can get the recorded version from our website or in a YouTube channel. So not only from today's session, you can see all our previous recorded version free of cost. Okay, happy learning. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Yeah.